The road to the 2013 NHL Draft took me to Val-d'Or, Quebec on Wednesday night, where Sidney Crosby's former team, the Rimouski Oceanic, were paying a visit to the Val-d'Or Foreur. Two very good prospects in the game, one for Val-d'Or and one for the Rimouski Oceanic. Beginning with Val-d'Or, left winger Gauthier and Mantha tied for the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League scoring at this point in the season, has really shown tremendous improvement. A skating stride that is very good. He's able to get up the ice and change pace, and with a 6'4" frame, he uses that to gain advantages. Excellent ice cue, the ability to understand where the openings are. It's one thing to have goal-scoring instincts. It's an entirely different thing to be able to sense where the opportunities are coming from, where the timing will be, and where that space will open up eventually. He excels in that area. A shot. He's got that shot that he can score in many ways, and it makes it very difficult for a goaltender to really understand what weapon in his arsenal that he will use at any particular time. In the game on Wednesday night, he scored 4 goals. He could have easily had 8, and he scored the goals in all different manners. First goal he scored was on a beautiful give and go, opening up the play and then a quick release where the goaltender never had an opportunity to get a read or get into good position. The second goal, a one-timer, moving right into it, which shortens up the time and makes it very difficult for the goaltender to get into position. The third goal was just an excellent play off the wing, sweeping down, and with that size and speed, he changed the angle so quickly, and he saved his best for last in overtime in front of the net on a beautiful deflection. Gauthier and Mantha may have been on my watch list. He is being watched closely by all scouts. There is no doubt that this young man has all the potential to be a top NHL player. He reminds me of a young James Neal. We know that James was a first-team All-Star last season. On the other side for Rimouski, Gauthier, a big 6'4" centerman. Everybody loves big centermen. Frederick is a guy, and sometimes you ask yourself, how is the skating for a guy that big? It's excellent. He can move up and down the ice. He's a guy that I call a pivot, a guy that can patrol the middle of the ice. Think of a midfielder in soccer. Can move from defense to offense, can play on one side of the play and quickly transition to the other side seamlessly without effort. He understands the game very well. He sees the play, understands what's developing, an excellent ice cue, both defensively and offensively. And when you see a player that can react to what's given to him and then quickly adjust and make the play, those are the things that make top centermen. A shot maybe that isn't as good, but he's got hands. And the hands are used very well face-offs. Being able to make plays on the move. He's also able to use his puck skills to deflect plays defensively. He did score a goal in this game, made a great maneuver with his hands at the blue line to move past the defender, and then just a quick release where the goaltender had no chance. When I watch Gauthier, I see Keith Primeau, and we all know that Keith Primeau had a big presence in the game. As well for Rimouski, big 6'6" defenseman Samuel Morin. He'll be a player that will be watched closely. Players like him that skate well at this point in time and can really play a strong positional defensive game with a little bit of physical oomph are players that NHL scouts are always watching, and certainly one that I'll be watching closely as well. In Montreal, I'm Craig Button, TSN Scout.